story of the day. It is being seen as a big setback for WikiLeaks founder, the never-say-die crusader Julian Assange. The London High Court today said he must be extradited back to Sweden to face questioning in the alleged sex crimes. But the larger question now is, will WikiLeaks survive the financial crunch now coupled with its founder facing the increasingly high possibility of being extradited?
Despite the brave face, the weight of the ruling clearly weighing heavily on his shoulders.
I have not been charged with any crime in any country. Despite this, the European arrest warrant is so restrictive that it prevents UK courts from considering the facts of a case, as judges have made clear here today. We will be considering our next step in the days ahead.
The fight he knows is not over yet. But the fact that he was now closer to being extradited to Sweden wasn't lost on him. The man who has rattled regimes and governments alike has been accused by two women, one for rape and the other for sexual molestation, facing prosecution in Sweden. But the Swedish government's charges are itself being disputed.
Well, the sense is he may well be extradited today. We don't know what will happen after that because the court itself is quite confused, I think, about what will actually happen.
But there is more to this move to have him extradited than what meets the eye.
Julian Assange, you have announced a suspension of all leaks and a focus on raising funds for your organization. But don't you think this will be a major victory for a number of governments who have been actively working to ensure that your WikiLeaks is clamped down upon and shut?
That is what those powerful groups have been working towards. That is true.
Yes.
But it is the reality of our situation.
And the fears are valid. The fact that the US wants to nail him for obtaining and publishing classified US government documents is on record. And that comes with a death penalty and detention at Guantanamo Bay, a reality Assange's lawyers have already warned him off.
Well, the High Court will now fix a date about 3 weeks from now where they will be able to hear any case that Julian Assange might have if he wants to appeal to the higher court, which is the Supreme Court. Of course, he has to convince the High Court first that there's a wider issue of public importance at stake in their decision about extraditing him to Sweden.
Legal experts say the case is technically weak, the sole objective being to ship him off to the US via Sweden. But his supporters hope international pressure may prevail. Because those who know Assange claim the man who shook the world may not have played his last card yet. With Simrat Guman in London, Vikram Sawant, Times Now.